Hello, everyone. Today in our interview, we're having Sarah Hamdy with us, who is an alumni member of TU Campus Gouna, TU Berlin Campus Gouna. And we're super excited to have her with us today to chat for a bit. So first of all, we'd start with, first of all, how are you, Sarah? How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. It's a very important question at the moment in time. I hope you're also doing well.
Yes, everything's going fine. So, Sarah, could you please introduce yourself to us a bit?
So, I am actually a graduate from intake 2013, so the second intake of the campus. I graduated in 2015 from the energy engineering master's degree. Prior to my master, actually, I studied my bachelor in renewable energies at Universität Stuttgart. Exactly. And for my current position, actually, I'm a research associate and coordinator at Campus Gouna at the TU Berlin, and responsible for 2 new master programs as well in the energy engineering department.
Yes, and you recently got your PhD from the campus as well, right? You graduated.
Exactly.
Yes. So could you please tell us a bit, how is your major related, like what you studied and what you're doing at the moment, your current position at the campus?
Yeah, so in my currently I'm working so partially in research, so my postdoc research. On top of it, of course, we also have teaching and the coordination part. So from the side perspective of the research, of course, I'm applying contents that we learned within the master degree, such as techno-economic evaluation of energy systems. I myself somehow am focusing on energy storage in particular. So most of the methods that I'm applying, actually, I learned in my master's degree.
That's nice.
And for the teaching, of course, as well, it is related to my master's degree as well. And for the coordination, of course, I'm trying always to keep in mind the experience. Being a student myself, I believe that it's very important to always incorporate this perspective within teaching as well as coordinating the courses.
Definitely. Now, to go back to when you started studying at Campus Gouna, why did you decide to start your master's there at this campus especially?
It's actually a really good question. I've been asked this a lot because I'm a German native speaker and I grew up in Germany. So I had a lot of options for German universities. I was not limited with the English programs that are available. As mentioned, I studied renewable energies first. And there's tons of energy related master programs that simply only focus on the energy conversion aspects for renewables. So most of the people, they study a more general bachelor's degree and then go for renewables in their masters. So actually there were not that many programs that are focusing really somehow on the bird's eye perspective. So looking into a number of different energy systems, both conventional and renewable, as well as looking into as well as, like, for instance, with renewables in particular, the technical aspect is not the greatest challenge. If you'd like to only focus on the technical challenge, then you go for one specific technology. But if you don't do that, then you'd rather learn how to, like, for instance, the integration of renewables is important, or energy storage. So rather the solutions that come with, like, more renewable energies in the grid. And on the other hand, also, of course, no denying the fact that in Campus Gouna, due to the nature of being in Gouna and Berlin and traveling back and forth, you have a much more intercultural experience and interdisciplinary experience, as well as it's an advanced master degree. So, a lot of reasons.
Now, to talk a bit about your experience during this master program, what do you remember most from your experience as a student?
I guess it's more or less the very family-like environment. So it's really different from being, like, in a public German university in Germany. You don't necessarily get to know everyone that you study a course with. In Gouna, because it's such a small town, you don't just study together, you also live literally live together.
Everyone knows everyone.
So, exactly. So it's different. So I guess this would be the thing that stuck with it.
And then to add on that, what did Gouna add to this experience? While, like, what did Berlin add to this experience? What was special about each setting?
And Gouna, I always like mention as the idealized study environment, because it's very quiet and somehow you have this stable environment as a German, like stable weather environment.
Yeah.
Just to translate.
Yeah.
So as a German, you really like the idea to have a like stable weather. In Germany, it's like if the weather changes, you need to make use of it out of it. There's nothing worse than to have sun outside and you have to work or study.
Interesting perspective, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is the German side of me. And I really like it. Felt like you don't miss anything. So
yeah.
So it was really good. You had the student dorms, you had also the student rooms, and if you have group work, you go much more intensely into the subject as well through the block courses. And then Gouna, and then Berlin was the complete opposite. Basically, all of a sudden we were spread around the big city, and you needed to find your way around and somehow get accommodated to Berlin first. And of course, everyone was facing the usual problems with finding an apartment and so on. But the great thing was actually that we were already somehow a community that could help each other.
True.
And of course, no doubt, Berlin, like Gouna, of course, offers a lot of things such as the weather, a lot of activities there, the beach. The desert and so on. And in Berlin, then of course there's also a lot of cultural activities to do in Berlin. It's a lot of exposure. And also for me, I had the greater cultural shock in Berlin. As coming from a small town in like close to Stuttgart, it's a very neat
so it was, even if it was still Germany, but very different for you still.
It's Berlin is very special. I think everyone would agree. So the melting pot was it was really great.
Okay, now we're gonna talk a bit about the education you had at the campus. What do you value most about this education that you got?
The most valuable aspect was the close contact to the lecturers and professors. You have a huge variety of professors also, because you had some external and like professors that may come from industry or applied research, and then you have the university professors. And when they would come to campus, they would really they would teach us the whole day, and they'd only leave when all of the open questions are answered. And this was something I was missing in my bachelor, because of course we were a huge batch and you did not have the possibility to always, of course you had the possibility to ask, but for me this one-on-one or like the smaller group also, it made a huge difference. And I also asked for advice, for instance, from the professors for which research topic to pick in my master thesis to like further on continue with a PhD. And this really made a difference.
Definitely, that's so special about this campus. And then I would like to know, what was your favorite course that you had at university and why?
So to be honest, I think I cannot like single out one specific course. But in general, I really very much appreciated all of the project work. So there was a number of projects like integration of renewable energies or energy system optimization, where we would closely apply actually the knowledge that we gained in the previous semesters. And I think this is also the experience where you learn the most about yourself, as well as about how to apply project management and so on. This is it's really important for the students' development.
And usually those projects are group work or individual group work?
No, we mostly did group work.
So now, what are your future professional plans? I mean, we as you said, you're working at the university. You see yourself continue in the academic field, or what do you see for yourself?
I believe, it's a good question. I was thinking of that question, because until you for the last 4.5 years, I've been working and in parallel doing the PhD, and basically the whole for the last 5 years there was one goal ahead of me, which was the PhD, and then after that it's a big question mark of how to continue.
What's next?
In general, I think I'm equipped for both going into industry, applied research, or academia, and I have not made my final choice yet.
Okay.
I will keep you updated.
Okay,
But in
perfect.
general, field-wise, I know that I will stay in the energy field, and I will continue like within, for instance, energy economics and energy storage is like basically the area where I'm most interested in, and I'm really open to what the future holds.
Okay. That's nice. Yeah, you're open to whatever comes. So our last question with you today is, what would you give future students or current students even studying at the university, like from your past experience?
I think it's make the most of it. Like I used to also like be representing the university in open days, and I would always like try to like mention this. It's not that easy to get it, but for instance, like now in situations like right now that our students like we were not able to continue now the like person-to-person lectures, so we needed to convert to online lectures. Of course, you don't have the same quality as if you're personally engaged, but it's always like take like just make lemonade out of lemons. I don't know how to express
Make
it
the
best,
best
but
out of it.
it's
Yeah,
exactly like it's always what you make out of it. Like there's so much more. It's not just the study content, you know, it's the like even a lot of students they always like students would always complain about certain things like this group work and the colleagues and so on the setup, and then you're traveling, you don't find an apartment right away. But all of these experiences that you make, they're actually like this is life, and this is life experience, and this is how you grow. And with all
and
of
you
these
should.
obstacles, you grow so much more. Like even like as an international student, to learn how to live in El Gouna, or to come to Egypt, explore the culture, the country, then go to Berlin, explore there, even all Europe if necessary. It's like it's so much exposure that is not like you don't easily get this exposure, and it's even if it's negative, it's positive. Like
we would like to thank you so much, Sarah, for taking the time to talk to us today. And we'd like to wish you all the luck in your future plans.
Thank you as well for all of your engagement in the alumni club. We really hope to move something there. And now also we have really a huge number already of alumni, and I hope that everyone gets engaged.
Hopefully, we
I'm also
will.
excited.
Thank you so much, and see you soon.
Hopefully. Okay, take care.